All right, so I'm out on a jog, clearing my head as I'm known to do, and I decide to alter my path, mix things up, make it entertaining for myself by including a bar that I like. And I jog to the bar and decide to come in really quick, and I'm ordering my drink, and I look up at the screen. Sure enough, it's Belgium, USA, and Belgium's ahead 1-0, and I see this gigantic, pretty scary looking ref. I mean, he's towering over the player from Belgium. And I start thinking to myself, what referee is going to dare? What referee is going to dare give a red card to a United States player now, even if they deserve it? After Trump just went on TV and called out the integrity, even the history, the background of the other official. And hey, the guy might have a shady background, but boy, get in line. Uh, how many different ways is the Trump administration and the direction of the United States going to mirror the NBA and LeBron James? Officials are scared to stand up to LeBron James. And now this is leaked over to Trump's FIFA buddies. Immediately following this, the American players flop twice in a row. Twice in a row. I didn't even have time to enjoy my drink before I was so disgusted that I needed to leave. The second flop led to a free kick, and the United States scores. And if I'm not mistaken, the guy who scored is the guy who would have been suspended if Trump hadn't somehow magically influenced someone who still has a red card, which has not been rescinded, but the suspension itself has disappeared. Now, I debated whether to go and look at the play in question and talk about whether it was a close call, how bad of a call it was. Most people are saying it was a bad call. My understanding is that soccer is full of bad calls. Maybe that's changed. Point is, all of a sudden, at this moment in history, we're going to start doing something about a bad call. And someone who is profiteering off of the United States of America and starting wars and selling off everything he can in every way that he can for his own profit instead of attending to the problems facing this country is talking about his knowledge of the game of soccer, which apparently he does not have, because immediately after declaring how much he knows about sports and how good he is at sports, which I'm not sure how good he could have been with those bone spurs that kept you out of the military. But immediately after declaring how much he knows, he says he doesn't understand what a red card means. Okay, cool. Let's have you go to an NBA game and tell everyone how good you are at basketball and how much you know about basketball, and then admit that you don't know what a flagrant foul is or a flagrant two. What's the other parallel that I've thought about quite often? Well, let me, instead of going down a hole of all the other different examples, let's stick to this. And think about a time in the NBA where somebody made a call and a suspension took place following that call, and it altered the course of the sporting event. Who is that done for? Maybe the Trump of the NBA? Now, Trump calls the head of FIFA. And instead of a suspension taking place, suspension was removed. And it altered the course of a sporting event. I mean, how many fucking similarities can there be? I was also grossed out by people cheering when the cards came up as a result of our players flopping. And when we scored as a result of the second flop, everyone hopped up and I simply stared past the people trying to high five me. And I decided to leave instead of blurting out, "I don't cheer for cheaters." Especially in the state of the country right now, I might be arrested for treason. I was raised that cheating is not the right way to win, even if it's your own team. In fact, especially if it's your own team. In fact, people who like to think of themselves as being patriotic at one point in time would have agreed with those words exactly. Because if you're a cheater, you're the bad guy. We're supposed to be the good guys. This country is not the good guy anymore.